Hello, my name is Father Alberto. I go by Father Al. I'm in St. Anthony Pucci in Marrero, Louisiana. And that beautiful talk on Mary and the recreation and creation. Really, it moved me, the presentation that that we are indeed, each of us are called to bring that story, that the tale, especially the Marian message in the Rosary, that indeed a reflection of the Hail Mary is a wonderful way to start. And we can start reflecting each and every word. It tells it tells a wonderful message of God's calling us specifically by name, and calling us to be part of the recreation of the whole human family, and especially individually, as Mary calls each of us. We're called through Mary, her election, our election, her call to be holy and to be special, and God's calling her. I want to bring that message to the group, to our special group, and teach them about the wonderful message of renewal and recreation, the new creation that's going on, that opens up to the diversity in which the way God loves us, God can use us in the message that we all need to bring to a world that needs it so much. It begins with us being transformed and being renewed, each one of us individually. So we have to start with our group, with our own group, and that message of God's election and electing us to be and to bring that message that we're all special, that God loves us. When we're have incorporated, that we can reach out and witness to others in around our world, and around our parishes, because we come from a variety of parishes all around the archdiocese and in many cities in New Orleans and in Louisiana. So that's going to be a very special message that we've learned at this retreat. Wonderful. Thank God.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Appreciate it.
God bless you.
Second. Okay, you're recording.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Eterovich. I've been a secular servite from Cleveland Diocese in Ohio since 1995. This is my fourth conference and the most joyful that I have ever experienced. The people, as I came and the theme was creation, I tried to open my heart to a topic that I didn't think I needed or wanted. And I have been so transformed through the presence of so many people with such great spirit and so many ways in which God's light has created the experience of God in their daily lives, and that has impacted my life to the extent that I feel like I'm on fire to go back to our community. And yes, we are prejudiced in our European roots of Cleveland, and people are not joyful and happy. They are not able to experience the love of the Lord. And through this diversity, which is God's creation of earth, this diversity, which shows us how dependent we are on nature, on water, on everything we have that's given to us, our coffee beans and the people who labor to produce the beans, the chocolate we love to eat in this country, and how hard it is, and how the poor labor. And this appreciation is gone unannounced. We take it for granted, and I can no longer do that as a result. And that's what creation is about, being responsible for the future and for the world that will exist for 7 billion more years. We all have to appreciate this earth and work together. I am so dependent that I have a list of the prejudices which I know we didn't know about until I got this piece of paper that happened to be under my chair for the conference that I missed. And that piece of paper, as I read, with a list of questions, spoke to my heart that we have the greatest Hispanic churches, three of them in Cleveland, and we have not even, as secular Servites, included them in our days of renewal. I need to learn some Spanish, and I sang Spanish songs, and that brought such freedom and joy. We danced the merengue, and the Lord said, dance to praise His holy name. Our city needs laughter, dancing, and other cultures.
That was great. Thank you so much.
And
That was
Pastor Shadi is our spiritual director. And we have rosary, a mass, and refreshments. And then we have a council meeting after our group. We just had one member, John Hedon, who did his promise. And then we had one member named Lorraine who did her admission this year. And I enjoyed this group and this conference very much. So,
what things about creation will you bring back to your community?
well, I love creation because I love nature and everything they talked about that had to do with creation impressed me, and especially with the Servite, the seven sorrows that made so much sense because of creation from the beginning of the world. And I believe that we always created in God's image. And I've always known that.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was great.
My name is Irma Velez. Okay, I've always,
Your community.
okay, my community is Asuncion Church, Reina Santa Maria Reina de la Paz, from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I myself have always thought of, like, for instance, I have my own shopping bags because I don't want to use the shopping bags from the supermarket. I have my own shopping bags and I bring them constantly to when I do the shopping. I think about it. I used to have a coffee pot where I used to have to throw the filter away. I bought a new coffee pot. Now the filter is there constantly. All I have to do is throw the grinds away and put more coffee in there, wash it out, and continually use it. So this made me think more of what I'm doing. That I'm going to try to do it more often with with the water, everything else. With the children, my grandchildren, if they take a shower at home, I'm going to tell them from now on you have a limit of how much water you're going to use, how long you're going to be at the bathtub. So we want to bring this back to our community and teach everybody about the paper towels. Also, I use a lot of um, towels, kitchen towels. I use a lot of kitchen towels. A lot of people say, oh, but you have to wash them. All right, I wash them with the same soap that I'm going to wash. So I'm trying not to use a lot of paper towels because I used to use paper plates for my grandkids. What I would do is instead of my husband, because my husband doesn't work, and I
Buenas
work,
noches, Tamas.
instead of my husband having to wash dishes, I would buy paper plates for it. I don't do that anymore. And I'm going to bring this back to the community because now I think it's even more important that I do more things than what I've been doing.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Hello, my name is Estela Portillo, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, from Holy Rosary Church. What I learned, what I got from this conference is like they make us be conscious that we have to take care of nature, and we have to take care of earth because there is things water especially because there's going to be a time when there's going to be no water and we don't want to see that. Maybe it's far soon, but we have to be more careful with nature and more careful with all the resources that we get. I wish you guys would be here with me because it was a beautiful experience. I get to know a lot of people that are really concerned of things to make a change. And I really want to bring to my community that we have to make conscious to all the people over there that we have to be more conscious of the resources that we have. And we have to be taking care of our trees, our the nature generally, and our water and all the resources because we don't know what could happen in the future for our kids or grandkids or the future people that is coming. So so I hope that for the next conference you guys can make it because I know this organization is working for the best and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it to be part of this family and I hope you guys can make it next time.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim Smith. I'm from California, Anaheim, and my community is Mary for the Cross. Basically, what I would bring back is the fact that God gave us so much beauty, and sometimes we don't take it very seriously of keeping care of the beauty. And we need to think more of God's creation and the beauty that He gives us, and start using it wisely, and also use the creation of treating each other more kindly with more love. I think there's just so many things that we can do that we don't do. We we can learn how to treat each other better, especially with the Servite secular community. I think we can. I think we learned this week, learning more about other secular communities and the love that Mary has for us. And I think that we can take that back to our communities and teach them to become closer within each of our communities and branch out. When I came to this weekend, I didn't know any of the people from Northern California, and there was a bond that formed between Southern and Northern California. And I think it's great. And I think we need to learn from this weekend and what we learned about creation and the beauty of creation and how we can help improve how we treat creation. So it was a great weekend, and I appreciate them. A secular order of servants of Mary. Thank you.
Perfect.